Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 9th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also this week, I am back on Instant Go, so if you have the Instant Go app, you can get a reading with me, a short reading, down in the link in the description below. But let's see what is coming up for you this week. You show up in a very strong position, which is good. You start off with the Ten of Diamonds. Very good card for money and seeing financial changes and things like that. I feel like, as I've said before, I feel like Leo really needs to, start working towards financial changes and probably any, like I said, I've said it a million times to you, but probably any career changes you want to make specifically. So again, I would say even if you're retired, you could be going back to work or wanting to work, but, I would say any changes you want to make, again, it feels like leaving security, so again, if you're thinking about leaving one job to something else, it definitely feels, I feel like on a very deep level, you will feel like you are leaving something that's very secure and things like that. There could also be, I would say, kind of like some sort of other attachment as well. Like maybe you've been working somewhere for a very long period of time and you feel like a sense of duty, or you feel kind of like responsible to that place of business for whatever reason. And so again, that could be something that's holding you back as well. And I think you just need to think about it and also realize that, again, this is what waits for you, is like greater security and better things and people who are, a business place that is more kind of nice to you and things like that. So I like that. But other than that, very good card for money for the rest of you. If you're looking for a job, great card. This card says get out there and apply to places because there are open positions for you. And even if you're retired, again, very good card for money and investing and things like that. Next, Five of Spades, again, take a risk. To me, again, this is talking about the job for a lot of you. It says take a risk to do something new or to try to take on more responsibility. You show up as a King of Clubs, which is you here, which is a card of needing to take on more responsibility. So again, if you're looking for more money at work, it could say, hey, you need to go for a promotion or you need to go for a management position, and this card represents that risk. For a small percentage of you, this card would represent divorce. So some of you could be going through a breakup or divorce at this time as well. Next, you have the Ten of Spades. These are the worries and the fears coming up, again, about moving forward in some area of your life. So this can represent worries and fears, but it's also kind of like a death card in the tarot, in the tarot, and it just represents some sort of transformation happening for you at this time. So it's usually a positive transformation that could be happening for you. So definitely like to see that. Next, you have the Six of Diamonds, a very lucky card. It's considered the luckiest card in the deck, and it does represent a lot of luck, but it can represent being too withdrawn at this time, being too internal, not opening up. Number one, I would say, again, you actually don't have any messages here about the home. Pretty much every other sign has had some sort of message about the home or arguments in the home and things like that. And you don't have any of those messages. But what I would tell you is if you are in a relationship or if you're with somebody, or if you live with your kids or something, this card says, open up to those people. Don't be withdrawn. If you're having problems or if you need to talk to somebody or anything like that, this card says open up because they will probably be able to help you. But other than that, very good card for getting a loan, by the way, getting, credit for opening a business or something along those lines. It's a great card for that, but mostly just a lucky card. Next, you show up as a King of Clubs. Again, a very good card. Puts you in a position of strength and power this week, but it is a card of confusion. And it can represent being confused as to what to do. Again, I would just say the retrogrades, again, probably just not being sure which direction to go in your life. I would say that for you, based off of these cards here, that, the next few weeks while we're dealing with these retrogrades for the next, couple months really, could be really good for digging in. Ten of Diamonds is a card that's called the Book. So it says any changes you want to make, learn about those changes now, study those changes, and think, and also develop a plan. Ten of Diamonds is a card that's develop some sort of plan as to what you're going to do. So again, maybe you're thinking about changing your job after the retrograde. This card says come up with some sort of idea as to what you're going to do, how you're going to get that job, what you're going to do when you get the job, and all that other stuff. So it looks really good there. And finally, you have the Five of Diamonds. A lot of people getting this card this week. Card of sales. So if you're in sales, very good. If you are selling something, it's a very good card as well. It can also be just a good card for starting something new, coming up with new ideas, or starting some sort of new way of life as well. And I would also say this is a card of settlements as well. So some of you could be getting some sort of settlement if you are waiting for a settlement. So I like to see that. But looks like a pretty good week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.